tonight. Thank you, brother and sister union members. Thank you, brother and sister New Yorkers. Today, TWU Local 100 members stand side by side with our riders and with all of New York City. More than 1,000 transit workers got a layoff letter on Monday. The TA didn't say it's a layoff letter. They said it's a reduction in workforce letter. I don't really care what it says. I'll tell you what it really is. It's a targeted attack against New York City workers and their families. That's what that letter is. Transit workers did not create this fiscal crisis that the MTA is suffering right now. Students didn't create the crisis either. New York workers and their families didn't create the crisis, and our retirees certainly did not create this crisis. The letter that Jay Walder sent out says that he doesn't care who caused this crisis or what caused this crisis. But the fact is that he wants us to pay for it. He wants New York workers and their families to pay for this crisis. He wants transit workers to pay for it with their jobs. He wants students to pay for it with their passes. He wants working New Yorkers to pay for it with higher fares and less service. And he wants our elderly to pay for it by being homebound without the services that they deserve and that they need. What kind of upside-down society is this when the federal government bails out Wall Street bankers to the tune of $700 billion, but students, transit workers, and New York's working families get kicked to the curb? What kind of society is this? As a society, we have an obligation to protect our young, our sick, and our elderly. And in one fell swoop, the MTA is kicking all of us to the curb in one shot. All of us. Mr. Walder and the other politicians, you have a lot of soul searching to do. You have alternatives. You know what they are. You are choosing not to use them. You are choosing instead to attack our livelihoods, attack our students, and attack all working New Yorkers. Tonight, the community, TWU Local 100, rider advocacy groups, we're all speaking with one voice. And we need to continue to shout in one loud, unified voice and say, hell no, Mr. Walder, hell no. We're going to fight your attempts to steal our jobs. We're going to fight your attacks on our students. You're not going to destroy the transit system. TWU Local 100 and our allies are going to fight you tooth and nail the whole way through. You're not going to push this through without a fight. So get ready for it, Jay Walder, and get ready for it, Albany. Thank you.